And welcome back. On December the 6th, our next guest will hold a Bronx Social Entrepreneurs Pitch Night. And joining us with all the details, we have Esmeralda Herrera of Communitas America. Tell us, Esmeralda, what is Communitas Ventures?
Yeah, so Communitas Ventures is a program, it's an accelerator program from Communitas America. And what we do there is we support social entrepreneurs tackling issues of education, health, financial empowerment through business.
Small businesses in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Why is it so important?
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes some of these businesses could be for-profit, or they could be non-profit, or they could be a B Corp. It really doesn't matter there
B Corp,
that much.
C Corp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what matters is that we are empowering our local community, folks from the Bronx, living in the Bronx, to create their own businesses that are tackling issues here. So they're being their own bosses. They're bringing money back into our local economy. That's why it's so important to be empowering local entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and guess what? You have the power as a CEO or as a small business or as a company or corporation to hire people.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
you can put people to work in America.
Yeah, and not just putting people to work, but you get to decide, okay, this is the person that I think stands by my mission. This is the person who I want to make sure has a chance to learn the things I learned.
Yeah.
And you give them those kind of resources as a boss is super empowering.
Yeah, and giving them those resources, you want to understand, you want to make sure that they're following within your mission.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people moving together in the same direction for a common cause helps the business to flourish.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Who can be a part of what you're doing?
Yeah, so this is actually our third cohort. That means that we've run now about for a year and a half. And each cohort, we have an application. And people from any part of the Bronx and Harlem, honestly, all over New York City, though we do focus in the Bronx, they can apply. And through our 10-week curriculum, they get to meet mentors, they get to meet speakers, and they get to learn about a lean startup, very basic, fundamental, how to start a business, regardless of where they're starting. Maybe they're earning some sort of revenue, or maybe they're just getting started with an idea. But those entrepreneurs that go through our program, they're the ones who get to pitch night. And in pitch night, that's when we give out, we celebrate everybody, and then we give out our $10,000 grant.
So you just can't stroll into pitch night. You have to qualify.
Yeah, but you can stroll into our program. So if you are coming into our curriculum and you're coming into our accelerator program, then you're most definitely going to make it to pitch night. But what we want is to make sure that we've empowered each entrepreneur to understand what are some of the core concepts of actually creating your business. So you're not just coming in there saying, hey, I got an idea. It's like, hey, I got an idea, and I got my information to back it up.
Yeah. So in 10 weeks, this is a lean startup.
Yes, it's a lean startup, and our big finale is December 6th, this Friday. So all the entrepreneurs, they've completed 10 weeks, and now they're ready to tell the whole world the kind of leaders they are. They're ready to tell the Bronx, hey, these are things that I'm making already. I'm making moves already. People in our community are already affected by the business that I'm trying to create.
Cardi B, I'm making money moves.
Yeah.
No, well, you do that. But anyway, I love you for coming on and talking about this, because people need to know that you don't have to just work with a corporation, or you can do both.
Yeah.
You know, you work with the corporation and then you start your own business on the side until you think maybe you can take that leap of faith.
Yeah, one thing I would definitely add is that our entrepreneurs are social entrepreneurs. So though they're making those money moves, they're really in it for the mission. How are we solving issues here in the Bronx, but also making money off of it? But not making money off of it, but making money that is supporting the entire community.
Yeah, and beyond, because you may be making money here. This may be your shop.
Then maybe you're starting.
But you want to pull in from all over the world.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
Yeah. So I mean, I've been.
Seems like you've been doing it for a while, the way you speak about it.
I mean, I've been working with Communitas America for almost a year now. But even prior to this, even though I'm from the Bronx, I worked for a rural incubator in India. So this is something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pitch night is going to be a big night.
Pitch night is a big night, right? We give out the 10K. We have a whole bunch of food and drinks, and everybody's invited. We just celebrate one another, and yeah.
10K.
10K.
Help you with the startup. Talk about that. Who qualifies for the 10K?
Yeah. So
Can I just stroll in there and say, hey, put my hand find out?
But not necessarily, but what you can do is you stroll in there and find out how you can get to that 10K.
Get to that stage where you can get to 10K
Exactly.
for startup. Because there's a lot of ways you can get money to start your business.
Exactly. One thing I would definitely say, which makes us a little bit different, let's say, to a bank, is that 10K, you can do whatever you need to do for your business for that 10K. Versus maybe a bank, it's going to want to have that money back.
Yeah.
Or it's going to have stipulations.
And it's going to want to know, they want to know what you're going to do. What are you going to do with this money that I'm going to give you?
Exactly. We're saying, here's this grant. You get to, because you went through our program for 10 weeks, we know you're legit. We know that you're focusing on your business for this. And so they get to take that 10K and really bootstrap it for their startup.
I like it. There you go.
Yeah.
And you're doing your business. This is your business.
Well, this is not my business, but I'm super passionate about it.
There you go.
I'm
well,
leading the
that's
cause.
that's super important to be super passionate
Yes.
about something.
The other thing I will add is a lot of our who decides to get the 10K is actually community based.
Oh,
Communitas is not the one deciding. It's the social entrepreneurs and the judges who are coming from the Bronx Native, La Morada, from Backstage Capital. These are people who are coming in and saying, hey, we think that this is the venture that's going to make the most impact.
Okay, I want you to reach out to people. I'm going to give you a camera. Which camera can I use? Reach out to people. Tell them to get involved in what you're doing. If they want to sign up to make money, become rich, become an entrepreneur.
So I can't
use this
promise
camera right
you
here.
that you'll be rich, but what I can say is that you're available to come and learn about curriculum. If you really want a business and you know that there's some issue in the Bronx that you want to tackle through a business idea, come join us. The event on December 6th from 6:30 to 10 is going to be available. Tickets are available on bronxsocialentrepreneur.eventbrite.com. For more information about our curriculum, you can go on communitasbronx.org, and I can't wait to see you there.
And it's up to you. If you're very, very passionate about something, you can become rich.
Yes.
It's where you take it, where you
Exactly.
want to take it.
It is where you take it.
Put in your mind, I want to be rich, I want to be rich, I want to be rich. Say it 10 times over and over.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers and everything and say, hey, God, help me out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Esmeralda Herrera, Director of Programs and Community Relations, Communitas America. We love you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more next.